Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. A little recap on our last video where we spoke about driver's license and how to get your driver's license as a permanent resident in Canada. If you missed that video, kindly click the link up there. In this video, we're going to be talking about bank accounts. Yeah, but before we begin, I got some questions on my previous videos asking what is the first document an immigrant should get once they land Canada? And for me, my answer is SIN because that is the first thing I did. For example, you need your SIN for your bank account, you need your SIN for your health card, you need your SIN for your driver's license and all that. So SIN is the first thing I would advise any immigrant to get once you land Canada. And the second, of course, is bank account. Why I think bank account is necessary is because you would need that statement, from your bank account to get your health card. There's a video that I'll be posting about, getting your health card. You would need your first bank statement to get your health card. That bank statement has to be mailed to your house. And this is because, for those that, come to Canada, they have to stay with family and friends and, you don't have proof of residence yet. You will need your bank statement sent to your mailbox, not your email, not an e-bank statement, a paper statement sent to your mailbox, for you to get your health card. But, that will be explained when I post the video for the health card. Another reason why you need to open a bank account after your SIN is because, of course, you have to put your money, like your proof of funds. You will need to change your proof of funds to Canadian dollars, and you don't want to change it and start carrying cash around. You have to put it in your bank account. So now, yes, as a new immigrant, once you get to Canada, we have different banks. We have CBIC, we have RBC, we have TD Bank, we have Scotia Bank, we have different banks, right? I would advise that as an immigrant, you visit all of them and check for their newcomers packages. All these banks, they all have packages for newcomers. So you check all of them, visit all the branches, like check all of them, compare the packages and choose which is right for you. For me, I chose RBC because they were willing to give me 2,000 credit limit on my credit card. And there's this charge that you have to pay monthly when you open an account here. As a newcomer, for me, when I chose RBC, I didn't have to, pay it. This is not a paid advert. First of all, I'm just, telling you what happened to me. But right now, this happened at the time I came. Right now, I think you guys should please go to, different banks and, ask for their newcomer packages. Compare these packages and see, which is better for you. Yeah, so like I said, once you open an account, as in you've decided to choose a bank, they would give you a debit card and a credit card. So when I came, I didn't really understand what the credit card was. And you know how it is where I come from. I always, refer back to where I come from. Nigeria, credit is like an issue. I'm like, what? Credit? No, I don't want credit. I don't want credit card. I actually don't want credit card. No, 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 I don't want credit card. Oh, my friends here and families, they were looking at me like, what is wrong with you? But in my own head, I just felt that, from my own understanding, I just felt, oh, credit card means you're owing. But yeah, literally, that is what it is. Like you're actually owing. But if you understand how it is, because you also have to build your credit history. I still have people that come and they say, oh, no, 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 I don't want credit card. I just want debit card. Like I want to use my debit card. So for the debit card, once you open an account, you have the check-ins and the savings. You understand? The check-ins over here is like your regular account. That is where you have to do transaction. Like if you want someone to send you money, the money comes directly to your check-ins. If you have any transactions you need to do, you're making those transactions through your check-ins account. You understand? While your savings account is just there, like it's there for you to just put money and not touch. The only way you can still take out of it, you understand, it's not as if you're saving and you cannot touch it. You can touch it, but you can only move money from your savings to your check-ins account. That is if you want to use it. There was a time I did a transfer from my savings and I was charged for it because it's savings, right? Just leave the money there. If you must use it, you transfer it to your check-ins. However, in my own country, anything check, like I just felt that check-ins is like current account. That's how I felt when I came here. But the reverse is the case. Savings in my country is an account that you can do your daily transactions from. The current account is a place where you have to save, right? So back to the credit card, right? They would give you a credit card and a debit card. Once you use your debit card, they charge you directly from your checkings account. So let's say you have $5,000 in your checkings account, like in your bank account, and you buy something for $1,000. Once you use that debit card, they're taking it immediately off the 5,000 you have in your checkings account. But if you use your credit card, the money is not going to be taken from your checkings account. It's going to be in your credit card account, like you are owing the bank $1,000. However, the bank will tell you that, out of that $1,000, you must not pay the $1,000. The bank will tell you that there's a minimum payment that you can make out of that $1,000. They might tell you it's $10, they might tell you it's $20, depending on the amount you understand that you have collected. I fell for it once. Like, I started paying the minimum balance, and I didn't know that there was going to be an interest, on the remaining balance I haven't paid that will be carried over to the next month. Depends on how it best works for you. For me, what I did afterwards was, once I buy something on credit and it's like, for example, $1,000, you understand, for that month, once the bank statement, because your statement is sent to you every month, once the statement is sent to you that month, and you see that the amount you have to pay for that month is $1,000, they will even give you the date that you have to pay that $1,000. Once you miss that date, the amount will be transferred to the next month, and there will be an interest on it. So what I do is, once I see that amount, my statement comes out for the month, I pay half of the money, like 70% of the money, 13 days to the due date. And 3 days before the due date, I pay the rest. So what I'm trying to say here is, if you know that you do not have $1,000 to pay for your credit card, do not make purchases that is $1,000. I don't know if you get me, because that credit card, you wouldn't know, as in the way it is sweet, because you're not carrying cash. I mean, I don't carry cash here. So for example, they give you 2,000 credit limit. It doesn't mean that you have to use the 2,000, as in you have to use that 2,000 credit limit for the month. What they're trying to say is, they're giving you 2,000 credit limits, right? You can use part of it, you can use all of it if you want. That is, if you have the money to pay back. This credit card is also tied to your credit history. The more you use your credit card and pay back, the higher your credit history increases. The more you use your credit card and don't pay back, your credit history goes down. So what I advise people is that, please get a credit card. I understand where people come and tell you, oh no, I don't want a credit card. But if you don't get a credit card, how do you build your credit history? Because down here, you have to build your credit history. However, you need to be very careful, extremely careful on how to use that credit card. You can't just be giving like 5,000 credit limits and you're going on the spending spree, buying this and that, and the time to pay, you don't have the 5,000 to pay back, because you have to pay back. And if you do not pay back, it affects your credit score. There is nothing, if you have a bad credit score, there is nothing you want to buy, like you want to purchase, that they would give to you. Because if you cannot pay back the little ones that has been given to you, then how would they trust that you will pay back the bigger ones, like maybe mortgage and all that, like to buy a home and all that, or to buy a car? No one will give you that, because they'll ask for your credit history. There are some jobs that also ask for your credit history to be sure that you're a responsible person. So please, once you come, spend responsibly. I'm not saying that do not lavish your money. If you have the money to pay back, of course you can spend as you like, but do not fall into that temptation whereby you come and you're spending everything on your credit card and you cannot pay back. I tell you for a fact that there's so many people here that have stayed here for more than 10 years that have a bad credit score. And that's because they use their credit card. In short, they even got different credit cards from different banks, because you can actually do that. You don't have to just have one credit card. They get different credit cards from different banks and use all of them, and they cannot pay back. So that would mess up your credit score. So here you may want to ask me, how do I even understand the credit score? How do I know that I am in a good place? There's a way you can check your credit score through your bank accounts. You can also use Borrow Well, use Equifax too. There are different applications you can use to check if you're in a good standing, like if your credit score is either below average or is good or excellent. However, it ranges between 300 to 900. You can't go below 300. But if you have a score above 720 to 900, then you're in a good place. Like, once you go out there, you want to get something, you want to get a phone, you want to get mortgage, you want to get, you want to buy a car, then of course you have a very good credit score. So the idea is, please do not go below, you can't even go below 300. Anything 300 to 659 is considered as low. 300 to 659. How can you build your credit score? Through, normal things that you buy. For example, you go for groceries, you put all that money, use your credit card when you go for groceries. You want to buy your phone, you want to pay for your phone bill, you want to pay for your internet, put it on your credit card. It will help you build your credit score. When it's time for you to now, getting a mortgage or buying a car, they would ask for your credit score. They would even run your credit score. They would just ask you for your name and all that. They would run the credit score to be sure that, you have been paying according to how you are spending. And when they see that you do well, they would give you whatever. But if you're just using your debit card, what are you building? Nothing. You understand? There's nothing you're building. You're just spending your money. And it's the same thing. So when you come and you say, no, you don't want credit card, I won't blame anyone because I also had that mentality. But it's the same thing. You have 500 in your debit card. Use your credit card, spend the 500. At the time for you to pay, you pay the 500. That is just the same thing. You're owing, but you have the money to pay back. The only time where it is a problem is when you are owing and you don't have the money to pay back. That now becomes a problem. Please, our new immigrants like me, please just come and get the credit card and tap, 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 tap. Anywhere you go, tap. That tapping is sweet, but be careful. See, when you see that, sometimes I see my statements for the month. Oh my God, I'm like, what did I do? I now have to go and start checking, my statements to actually know what I spent that resulted to that money. You understand? So once you're tapping, be tapping and remembering that you have to pay at the end of the month. And be tapping and remembering that, oh, how much do I have? And that brings me to, everyone having a budget for the month. It's easier said than done, because even me, sometimes my bank will tell me you've gone above the budget you placed for the month, which it happens because things changes. The amount for groceries is not the same as it used to be. So many things are changing right now. But just try and cut your coat according to your cloth. Live within your means and not above your means. I don't know if you get me. So please, that is just it for your bank accounts, your credit card, and your credit history. I mean, there are also some stores that will offer you credit card, like Walmart, like Costco. I have Costco credit card. I have Costco membership, and that membership comes with a CIBC credit card. So if you go to Costco, for example, Costco is like a wholesale store. If you go to Costco, for example, to buy stuff, you either use the CIBC MasterCard or you use your debit card. They do not accept any other credit card. This Costco MasterCard also comes with its own benefits. Then I think I skipped mentioning that if you have your money in your savings accounts, especially some high savings account, that's why I would say check all the packages. Ask questions. You understand? You're a newcomer, you need to ask a lot of questions. No question is considered as being stupid, or you don't know what you're saying. You need to understand the system. So ask questions. There are some banks that will give you high savings that once you have money in that savings account, you get interest. Like, they give you interest every month. But once you have your money in your checkings account, there's no interest in it. So that's why for me, I personally just leave all my money in my high savings account and just move money into my checkings account when I need to. Thank you so much for sticking with me to the end of this video. If you are already a subscriber, I thank you so much. Thank you for the feedback. If you're new to this channel and you want to join this community that I'm trying to build, please click the subscribe button, share this video, and also click the notification bell so it notifies you whenever I drop a video. And please don't forget to like the video. So next week, where we're going to be talking about how to get your SIM cards and how to, set you up on a phone plan. Thank you so much. Love you all. Bye.